Yes, my pretty little sweetheart. Hey guys, I fixed my lighting, so let's get started. To begin, I put a little bit of these Josie Maran. First of all, look how early it is. Second of all, I put a little bit of this Josie Maran Argan oil on my skin to hydrate it. I really like putting this on my skin in the morning. Second up is the Murad Invisiblur, it's too early. Murad Invisiblur Perfecting Shield. This has a broad spectrum of SPF 30. Even though the sun isn't shining and it isn't summertime, you still do need an SPF. And this kind of like perfects any imperfections in the texture of my skin. Love this shit. And obviously I need a third thing on my face. This is the Joe Moisturizing Foundation Primer in 01. I think there's just like different shades of them, even though they are pretty well translucent. This foundation has been loved, and oh, it's almost all out, but this is the Stila Stay All Day in the shade 01 Bear. I love this foundation because it's the only foundation that doesn't make my skin look super cakey throughout the day. I haven't found that in any other foundation. It's a little bit too dark for me, but I do mix it with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, and it kind of balances it out for me. Gotta look with what we got. Hey! So at this point, I just put on a little bit of the Radiant Creamy Concealer, and it looked like a beautiful work of art. So I'm going to go in with the Sephora. This is the Pro Flawless Airbrush brush. Don't know what number it is. I went back to my Sephora brushes. I really do like Sephora brushes. I feel like maybe they're a little overpriced, but they're really nice. I got my hands on the Gotcha Covered Concealer. This is new. This is by NYX. It is a waterproof concealer. I have it in the shade 01 Ivory. It's full coverage, dewy finish, and an all-day wear. So pretty well like your perfect kind of everyday concealer. You could also make it a matte finish by powdering it. I guess every concealer is a dewy finish because most concealers are a cream. That's what the shade looks like. It looks like it's sort of pink, but I think it's gonna work with me. And I'm just going to work that in with my beauty blender. It's actually a really good shade for me. I'm liking this so far. It covers really nicely, obviously, because it is full coverage. And the shade really works for me nicely. I think this is going to be a winner for me. It's not like $35 like this one. I'm going to go ahead and set my entire face with the Bed by Neutral Set colorless powder, and I just love this thing. Usually I'd go in with my Forever Puff, but I don't have it here, so I'm just going to use something. If you're finding that your foundation really looks cakey on your skin, maybe go on your face with your powder in a downward motion, because then you're not going to be pushing up against the grain of your hairs on your face. I'm using Tranquil by Sephora for my contour just because I love this thing so much. It's what I always grab for. I've found this like on my floor. This is the lip conditioner by Blistex. It's medicated. I freaking love this thing, so I'm gonna pop a little bit on. So hydrating. Ooh, I love this blush. This is by Annabelle. It's in the shade 18. The shade of lipstick I'm going to be putting on is Tea and Cookies by NYX. And I feel like these just go together like so beautifully. Right on the apple of my cheek. And then I like to stroke up into my contour kind of too. So it's not just all right here, but it's kind of like an even flow. And for a highlight, this might be redundant, but I love the MaryLouManizer by TheBalm. It's the only thing I ever want to use as a highlight just because it's my favorite thing. So I'm going to keep using it. And don't worry, it's almost out, so I'll have to find something new. So if you have any great highlighter suggestions, leave them in the comments down below because, honey, I need a new one. This is... Oh, by the way, I don't want to get you too excited, but I have the NYX glitters and we're going to play with those in a little bit, but first I'm going to do my brows. And for my brows, I've been loving the Bulletproof Brow by Too Faced. This is just, it's waterproof and it's like a 24-hour wear. It has a little mirror in it, which I never use. Love this stuff. The reason I love it is because it looks more natural and it's not like too harsh on my eyes. It's beautiful. I'm going to be taking some tape, and this is going to go from the bottom of my actual anatomy of my eyeball up to my brow. So not like to the corner of my eye, but the actual eyeball. Before I do anything, I'm going to go in with a little bit of that same contour shade I used, the Tranquil from Sephora. I'm going to just put that right into my crease. And this is actually the Sephora Pro Airbrush concealer brush, but like it takes no effort to just blend out an eyeshadow. It's so pretty. I'm going to be using the Naked Smoky palette by Urban Decay, and I'm going to specifically go into this shade, which is Password. It's kind of like a medium grayish tone. I'm just taking that on a MAC 217 brush. And I'm just going to blend this into that shade that I already put on into my crease. See how it's already darkening it into more of a gray instead of a taupe. And I'm going to leave my eyelid blank. I'm going to go back into that Airbrush brush and just blend that out. I really like the look of this just like sharp eyeshadow line. I've just been obsessed with it lately. Now into my NYX white eyeshadow base. I'm going to place this all on my eyelid. Hopefully I'm not going to go too heavy with it. And on top of that, I'm going to use the shade Armour. It has like a little bit of a glitter to it. It's a really beautiful color. And one more time with this brush, I'm just going to lightly just dust those two together. And before I remove the tape, I'm going to use this shade over here, which is 13, just a bone color. This is already coming off. I'm just going to highlight my brow with that. And the moment we've all been waiting for. What is happening with this? For underneath my eye, I'm going to go back into this Password shade, which is the gray tone we use, and I'm just going to blend that inward a little. A little trick I like to do, imagine there's like two parts underneath your eye. One that's closer and then one that's lower. This lower part, I like to bring over a little bit more to leave a blank space in here. I feel like that like kind of makes your eyes look a little bit like doughier and like a little bit more like seductive. I don't know, it just makes you look like cuter. I sound like an idiot, but do that and your eyes will like look bigger. Placing a little bit more of this white eyeshadow base just in my inner corner, and then on that little bit of skin by my eye that I didn't place any eyeshadow on. And my inner tear duct highlight is the NYX Ultra Pro Mania in White Pearl. I think they sell this on the website. I don't know, this isn't like my life though. I love this. It's just like a loose like white pearl shadow and it's everything. This is the NYX Face and Body Glitter and it is in 11 Violet. I'm just taking a little bit of this. Oh, it's so pretty. Like, could you die over this? And I'm just gonna place that just with my finger, no adhesive, no nothing. Just right over top of my eyeshadow on my eyelid. Just to give it a little bit more of a purplery hue to like go with my hair a little bit more. I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply a little bit of the IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes. Just a little bit though, because you know I'm applying lashes. For my lashes, can you guys guess what ones I'm going to use? The number 12s. These are in the like shade Vixen by NYX. I'm going to double stack them. Oh, and then apply them. Quick demo on how to stack lashes. You literally take one and put the other one right on top and press the little glue strip together, like the sticky part, and then that's literally a double stacked lash. I'm using my Duo lash adhesive with vitamins. I want you guys to know the sun has come up since I started filming. Morning. Ooh, oh my god. So pretty. While those settle in and dry, the lipstick I'm going to use is the NYX Liquid Suede in Tea and Cookies. I'm actually going to use this. This is a push-up bra for your eyes or your eyebrows. I love putting this in my waterline. I love the pink shade of it. Yellow can sometimes be kind of funny in my waterline, so I prefer the pink. Alright my loves, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I really love this look. I feel like I'm very girly and like dainty, and I feel like I don't feel like that very often. I still feel like I really want to do a tutorial using this crystal glitter. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. But for now, I use the violet, which is still as pretty. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.